Hello angels, happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're doing well, fine and dandy. So what I'm about to say might trigger a few people, but it's my truth, and you know me very well now. I'm very authentic and keep it real. I keep it real on my platforms, as you know. And what I'm about to say is 1,000,000% keeping it real. So a lot of you know I was having a cord cutting done soon on my twin, who actually was a karmic. I found out yesterday in the way the cord cutting went. This person I believed was someone significant to me in that we would end up in union together and this, that and the other. Obviously I'd already realised that wasn't going to happen before I had the cord cutting, but the person who did the cord cutting clarified and said, this was, yes, it was a significant connection because it brought you to where you are now, but you were basically chasing after an emotionally unavailable man. And I'm like, yeah, that's the crux of it. Yeah, that's basically right. This person wasn't growing with me. They were stagnant as fuck. And I believed they were growing, but that's because I was trying to tell myself that. And your mind will believe anything you tell it, right? So this healer said to me, a lot of this was in your head. He says, I'm only telling you this because you need to understand you're worth so much more. And it was upsetting. It was a very difficult time of it, to be honest. And even though I know I've done the right thing by having the cord cutting, there's going to be a lot of feminines in my place. And obviously, I have moved away completely from the twin flame journey, as you know. And for some people, they may believe, especially watching this, oh, well, you'll have another masculine coming in who will be your twin flame or divine masculine. Or honestly, I don't give a fuck about labels. I know I will align with who I'm meant to be with when the time is right. It's not about labels. It's about frequency. It's about values. It's about someone who has the same path and purpose as me to a degree. It's someone who is on the same wavelength and frequency. And obviously that other person, who I will call a catalyst twin, wasn't who I thought. And it's a bitter pill to swallow when I've had 9 years of my life on this journey, 5 years of which I've been teaching you lot about it. But this is my path. And it's interesting, it's really windy today because I always associate wind with change. So yeah, this is where I'm at on my path now. I have a feeling a lot more people are going to be going through what I'm going through, realising that was a catalyst, and they're going to be like that, oh my lord. And it might be they meet someone else along the way who makes them realise that, or it might just be through listening to your higher self finally, you've clicked, nah, I was in limerence, But it's a bitter pill to swallow, I'm not going to lie. It's hard, even though I don't love that person. I don't have any feelings for them at all. And I've cut the cords, or I've had the cords cut because I needed them away from my energy, not taking my energy anymore, my valuable energy. Like, I'd be drained nearly every day, and it's like, it was that person. And I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm not having this anymore. So, yeah, I'm grateful that I've had the cords cut. But I'm now in that process of going through the whole disappointment, the sadness, the acceptance of breadcrumbs. Why did I allow myself so much lack? So many times I accepted lack from this person. And as I said to you the other day, a fat load of fuck all. And it makes sense now. It wasn't my twin. It was a catalyst. And it was still someone from the same soul group, yes, but not There was obviously still some karma possibly from past life to balance out. I don't know, maybe. I haven't really looked into that, to be honest. And honestly, I don't think I care. I've just reached a place where I want peace. And, you know, I've got to work on my heart. It's very guarded now, which is a shame because I thought I was opening up a treat. And then this healer was like, you feel very depleted in your heart chakra. And I went, I know. I do feel quite defeated in general. And they said, you know, you've got to give yourself grace. You've got to give yourself the time to process this and heal it and purge it and release it. But remember, you are worthy and you deserve the most amazing relationship. And you will align with that when you're meant to. And it's like, yeah, I know. But it's still a bitter pill to swallow. Because all I can see at the minute is 9 years of my life thinking I'm going to be with one person. Still practicing non-attachment here and there, yes. But of course, you secretly want it to be that person because you've invested so much time and energy into it. And now it's been to be told, actually, it was a karmic. And I think I started to get the inkling that it was a karmic myself in March. In fact, to be honest with you, I think I've always had a little bit of an inkling that it might be a karmic. Probably late last year it started. And then I pushed it away and thought, no, that's fear-based energy. That's fear-based mentality. It's who you think it is. You would not have grown as much as you have. But since I've had the cords cut, I am at peace mostly, but I do have a very guarded heart space at the moment. And it's not the right time for anyone to try and get close to me because I'll just shut them out. I'll just push them away. Which is hard because, you know, I could meet someone tomorrow and then be the right person. And my heart's like, nope, we're not interested. But then I also know the divine will align me when it's the right time, when this is fully open again. I'd been thinking I'd got it open, but I think because of the trauma and the PTSD of this connection I've dealt with for nearly 9-10 years, you know, it's like, oh my God. But a lot of it I caused myself, thinking they cared. Thinking, why are they treating me like they don't care when I know they do? Because I believed they did. I believed they loved me. I believed that I was going to be with them. I believed that we were going to be married and have a family unit. What a fucking twat is what I feel about it now. If I'm honest with you, I feel stupid. I feel like, why the fuck would I choose this for myself? But there's a lot of you, I tell you now, you are not dealing with a twin flame. You are dealing with a catalyst, the same as me. And more of my clients are realising the same. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you would rather me keep it real than try and fake it for you. More and more are in this position where we are realising we were dealing with a catalyst twin. And it's because the catalyst twin helps you align with unconditional love, teaches you to love yourself, teaches you to choose yourself. But when you align with the right person, you will grow and heal together. And you will both have done a certain level of healing that means you're not codependent on the other person as well. You're in a place where you can be your own person and then you can be with that other person. And I hope and pray that I do have that coming, because honestly, the way I feel at the moment, I feel like it's escaped me. Honestly, because of how long this other situation was going on. And it's like, oh my God, why did I pick this for myself? Why? It's a question I'm asking significantly at the moment. And before I met this man, I never had any fucking grey hairs, I might add, either. Just saying that. I had none. And although I've only got a few here and a few scattered, I mean, I am nearly 45, so grey hairs is something to bear in mind. It does happen in your 40s, but I don't remember having them really in my 30s. Certainly didn't in my 20s. So the journey with this other person has been quite stressful, and the amount of PTSD I've had from it, I say PTSD and I don't say it lightly. I should have realised when my stomach was turning inside out when I'd be waiting for a message from him, or I just constantly felt like I was waiting for a rejection. The right person will not make you feel that. And the right person will find you in pieces and bring you to peace. And, you know, I just hope that I can align with that one day, because this situation has really burned me massively, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And I know I've been told my journey is harder than most, and that really is the truth. It really is the truth. I don't understand why it's been so hard and challenging in many ways. And it isn't just a lack of love life. It's interesting, my throat's going. It's the constant like psychic attack, or the constant, not so much now, but in the past, really heavy, nasty energy I've had to try and bat off and tolerate. And although I know I've had to go through that to help others to clear it, like obviously magic and things like that I can clear, but my Lord, I have often said to the divine, I'm not being funny, universe, but when the fuck is it my turn to have that unconditional love from a man where they're showing me and they're available to emotionally to you know, to help me understand why it hasn't worked out with the other person? Or like, when do I get that loving relationship and partnership? I've been single 9 years, and I have obviously dated other people here and there while I've known my catalyst. Can't call him a twin anymore, can I? Catalyst. But it's like, come on, you know, I'm sure I didn't sign up to be single for such a long period of my life. And the world is really made for two, and then more so, you know, it's like, it's made for communities. And I just feel very hard done by at the moment by the divine. But I also know there is a bigger reason for it, and I'm trying to sit with that. But it's fucking brutal. Like, I mean, the twin flame journey is painful as it is, but to find out that you were on that journey with someone who is a catalyst, let me tell you now, it's one of the most painful things you'll experience, because you just think of the wasted time. All right, are you trying to tell me to shut up? 1 second. My stopwatch has decided to try and shut me up. That's funny. It's like, I know we have to go through these things, and I know that things unfold the way they're meant to, but honestly, I did not expect this. And I know that I will be with someone and live out my purpose and fulfill my purpose with them, and we'll do it as individuals as well. I'm pretty sure that will come, because I wouldn't have got this far to only get this far. But honestly, at the moment, I'm feeling very shell-shocked. I'm feeling discombobulated. That peace that I felt at my brother's last week has fucking gone. And this despair has taken over. But I know it's the shadow side needing to be worked through. But eventually, you know, we all just want to be chosen. We all just want to be loved. And we all just want that person to tell us that we're special, and that they love us. And, you know, I can have all of that in here. I can say all of that to myself, yes. But I've reached a stage now where I do desire that connection, that human touch, that embodiment of safety with somebody that I haven't had before, or haven't had for a very long time. And I know it will all unfold how it's meant to, but I'm feeling pretty fucking hard done by at the moment, as you can see. And it's like, wow, that's hard. Like, to do a cord cutting on your twin is a difficult decision enough to make, but to realise that the person was a karmic all that time, and I'm like that, oh my God. But this was to set me up for the right person. But I do feel like, oh, great. So now I've got to start again with someone else. And that is a wonderful thing. It's magical, but it's also daunting for me, because unfortunately, with this whole situation, this is closed off at the moment. Like, very closed off. And I don't quite know what I'm going to do to open it up. I'm not sure. It's self-love, it's a process, but I don't know. It's hard. And I think we've all got to just allow ourselves the grace to work through and process things one step at a time. And now I'm like that, right, okay, so the heart chakra is really closed off. And I acknowledge that. So that's the first step, isn't it, in healing it? You acknowledge, okay, my heart chakra is very guarded. To let someone near me now is going to be very difficult. Even though I want it, it's going to be very difficult to allow it in, because there is that trauma from this other situation where I thought my heart was safe and it never was. And that's the realization I'm sitting with now. And it's like, oh my God, you were never safe with that person. Like, energetically, you might have been with a higher self, but you were never safe with them as someone who, you know, told you they loved you, or there was certainly no love bombing from this person at all, but I honestly don't know how I believed he cared. And now I realise why. Because he was a karmic or a catalyst twin. Which means there could be another... No, I don't even want to say that. I don't even think I'm on the twin flame journey. Honestly, I don't think I am. And that's okay. I've moved away from it anyway. But, you know, I won't even use that label for my business or algorithms anymore either. Because obviously, as I'm sure you can appreciate, it leaves a very bitter taste in my mouth at the moment. I might come back to it at a later stage, but really and truly the label isn't important. Divine feminine, divine masculine, you know, we're all divine feminines, we're all divine masculines. If we're stepping into our power, into our purpose, we're all divine. We're children of the divine, we're children of God, so we're all divine. The labels cause division, and they're egotistical as fuck, if I'm honest with you as well. And anyone who says they're a chosen one, we're all fucking chosen, because we all bloody well chose to be here at this time during the age of Aquarius, raising the vibration of the planet. So my stopwatch is going off again. All right, what is wrong with you? This is spirit. What are you trying to tell me? Stopwatch. Don't know. But here we are. So yeah, I'm going to do a collective now. But please understand, this collective is only going to be for those who are in the position I'm in. It is not going to be for people who are dealing with a real counterpart, a real twin flame, a real divine masculine, if you want to keep to the labels. It's going to be for those who have walked away from one and maybe even aligned with another one. And, you know, it might be circumstances don't allow you to be together, or there could just be a case of getting a large right away, because I feel like size matters in this equation. And on this occasion, it feels like for a lot of you, you may have already aligned with somebody who is why you've been able to let go of the other person very easily. But you just have to see. So what does this collective need to know who are watching this, spirit, please? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Hardest cards in the world to shuffle. But I just wanted to use them today. So here we... Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, if that isn't poignant enough. So a lot of you are in the heartbroken stage because, you know, you're purging. You're processing and you're purging. And do bear in mind as well, this is Libra energy. We had a Libra moon at the weekend, which shafted a lot of us, male and female, up the arsehole. Sorry to be crude, but it did. Chariot. All systems go from here, Spirit's saying. It's all systems go. Trust in what you are feeling. So those of you who think, oh God, is that a false twin? Most likely it is. There are very few true the devil. Very true. There are very few real twin flames. And what I mean by that is there's a few that have aligned with one another, yes, but there's not that many. And I don't think there's actually that many in true divine union yet either, which is also interesting. Are they upside down? No, they are. Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm not sure I want to take those cards that flew out. No, I don't. No, I don't. All right. Oh, the Hanged Man. Oh, for fuck's sake. The Hanged Man. Honestly, I do make my job hard sometimes. So we've got the Hanged Man, we've got the Devil. Okay, anything else? Oh, we have a Queen of Cups. Get into your heart space, feminines. Get into your heart space. Oh, fuck me. Oh! Seven of Swords. So basically, you were holding your heart open for the wrong one. So I'll refer to my original statement earlier in this video. The wrong one will find you at peace and bring you to pieces. The right one will find you in pieces and bring you to peace. Bear that in mind. So, the Seven of Swords is a deceptive energy. It is an energy of, I've been holding on to the deceit of my own making. I have been believing this person was significant to me and somebody I was meant to be in union with to help raise the vibration of the planet. Let me tell you now, for most of you, that person couldn't raise a fucking riot if they tried. Sorry, but they couldn't. Like, you literally were dealing with a stagnant energy like you would not believe. Clarify the Three of Swords. Do understand I have moments of bitterness with this whole thing, so I am working through that gradually, but I think a lot of us are. A lot of us are quite bitter about this. Like, the fuck, universe? Why? And, you know, especially if you've yet to meet or align with the person that God has for you. Will you stop fucking going off? Fuck off. Ugh. Clarify the Three of Swords, please. Endings. Clarify the Chariot. The Two of Swords. Yeah, there's a real sense of dumbfoundedness with this. And like, did that just fucking happen? The Devil and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you were literally dealing with a toxic turnip, for want of a better turn of phrase. You were dealing with someone who was in and out, 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 passion focused. Nothing else. Very surface level. Because the Guru is here, with the Hanged Man, this is like the Hierophant energy in normal tarot. And this is stability. This is someone who's a spiritual master, possibly, or spiritually ascended. But you have two Taurus energies here as well. So Taurus season could be quite significant. And this came out in the channeling Carly and I did earlier. Clarify the Queen of Cups. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Because you allowed such little from this other person, you were not loving yourself anywhere near enough that you should have done. There's so much deceit here. And, you know, you allowed yourself to accept less than you deserve with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Thinking, well, we've got a strong connection. You see how there's the infinity symbol there? We've got this strong connection. It's going to be worth it. I'm worth... this person is worth that weight, or they're worth, you know, I know that they're wounded and they're breadcrumbing me and yada, yada, yada. Whatever you fucking try and tell yourself. Don't try and tell yourself that this person's for you when you have stopped growing, when you have stopped ascending. You know, don't deceive yourself into thinking that someone who isn't putting any effort cares about you. Please don't be in the position I'm in 9 years later. I beg of you, please. I know I had to do it because I had to be spiritually ascended enough for many reasons. I had to be deep into my purpose for many reasons. And I had to find this out myself as opposed to a channeler telling me, you know. It had to come from me. It had to come from my own intuition, which it did. And then it was confirmed yesterday by the healer. The Four of Pentacles. You have held on to something no longer serving you. And many people in life at the moment are figuring out where they've been holding on to something no longer serving them. And this King of Pentacles energy is coming in for you. This is someone who will offer you commitment. This is someone who could be financially stable. Not stuck. But you have been kept in limerence. You've kept yourself stuck in limerence, therefore blocking the real person that's meant for you. I want to take that card as well. The Fool in reverse, yeah. You were blocking your own blessings. You were blocking your own journey. But you had to go through it this way. And it's fucking brutal. It really is. Like, to think that... yeah, 9 years. 9 years of thinking someone cares. 9 years of thinking that you're going to be with that person. 9 years of thinking that's my person. 9 years of thinking that's my future partner. 9 years of thinking, oh my God, we're going to be together one day. What a twat. And I know I've got to be kinder to myself. Because at the time it was what I wanted. Let me tell you now, it isn't. This person is about as far away from what I would want in a person than could possibly be. And this isn't because they're a bad person. They're not a bad person. They're wonderful in many ways. And I'm grateful to them. I am. But I'm angry towards myself for holding on to fuck all. And that's what I don't like about the twin flame journey. It keeps you stuck in loop after loop after loop after loop after loop. But many of us have to align with it. And many of us have been dealing with catalysts. Some of you who think you're already close to union with your person, I can tell you now, you ain't. And you've got someone new coming in who will blow your fucking mind. But you keep believing in that person if that's what's right for you. If you believe that person is for you, carry on thinking that. But let me tell you now, if they're not for you, you'll soon find out very soon. But I don't know many people who are actually believed to be on the twin. If I'm honest with you, out of my friends, a handful of my friends, I think, are on the journey with the person they believe to be their counterpart, being their counterpart. Now I've sit and looked at the patterns, I'm like, yeah, they're definitely on that journey, 100%. Not many others. And when it comes to clients, trigger alert, probably 3/4 of you are not dealing with a twin flame. Because I haven't been. So how are you going to have been? You know, that's how you got to look at it. But what I've done is helped you grow, and I've helped you set up your business, and I've helped activate your gifts, and I've served a purpose with you. Now I'm going to be helping more people keep doing that. And I'm going to be helping the same people. Maybe there's still going to be people that want to work with me because they realise they deserve better. I chose to walk away from that person because I realised I deserved more. And many of my clients have come to me and said the same, and they're still working with me. So I know that I'm going to still find that I can help you. But if you want a cord cutting on the person you believed was your counterpart, I can do that for you. If you want a clearing, I can do that for you. If you want any energy clearings, any shamanic clearings, any shamanic healings, any past life healings, I can do all of that for you. There's so many ways in which I can still help you. But if you come to me and you are demanding that I do a reading for you on this person, and I know they're not your fucking person, I am going to tell you. I'm going to sit and tell you what you need to hear, not what you don't want to hear. Because the divine are allowing me now. Now I've found out a brutal way. They're now giving me the consent to help others understand this was a catalyst. And that the real love of that person's life, other than yourself, is coming in. It's just brutal. It's fucking brutal. So let's ask what's on the horizon for you. What's on the horizon for this collective, please, Spirit? What is on the horizon? Emotionally available or emotionally aware? You're going to be aligning with someone who's emotionally connected. We've got lonesome. Yeah, you want someone who doesn't make you feel lonely. Divine feminine and exciting news with a message potentially. So there could be somebody you're going to align with soon, definitely. And for many of you, you already have. We've got the void. The void is a good place to be. The place of nothingness, the place of oneness. I knew this fucking card was going to come out, Twin Flame. I knew it was going to come out. That's why I did the cards. I thought, that's going to come out, that's going to come out, that's going to come out. And here we are. All right, let's get some clarity. Clarify, emotionally aware. You're manifesting in a strong person for you who's emotionally stable. Yeah, we've got the lovers and we've got justice. It's coming. You hiccups. Excuse me. Oh dear. Your union of sorts is coming. The Chariot. Exciting news is clarified by the Chariot. It's all systems go, like Spirit said earlier. It's all systems go. As I said again, Knight of Swords. It's all systems go. Quick, quick, quick. And this is the thing. For those of you who are in the same position as me, you will have someone coming to you very quickly because you had to grow and heal with that person once you've been able to let them go. And that's how you know it's a karmic as well, because you can let them go pretty fucking quickly. The new person arriving, you're going to be like that. Wait, what? And it'll be worth it. That's what I'm trying to tell myself anyway. Clarify the void. The Four of Cups. You're not going to be in this place. You're in a deep reflective mode at the minute, but you're not going to be in this place of, oh, fuck. Because one thing I've suffered with a lot in my time is fear of missing out. But maybe it's not a relationship I need at the moment. Or rather, maybe it's not a relationship I want. Maybe it's just that connection to somebody who's like-minded. And that can start as a friendship, you know, and build from there. But I think everything has to be perfect on either side of you for it to align. And if that's not the right timing, then the void is here as well to show you that you're giving time to heal that connection. And the other person may be having to process and close something out in their own life, you know. Whatever is resonating for you at this time of this, it feels to me like if you haven't aligned with that person, you've both got stuff to close out still. And if you know somebody and you are friends with that person and it's still not been shown, you can feel something, but you're not entirely sure of what that is, just be open to receive. Have that space of, have your heart space open. Clarify Twin Flame. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you will have... All right, if you still want to stick to a label, for those of you who do, just be patient because your real twin is on their way. Your real person is on their way. King of Cups, offering, commitment. Anything else? Yeah, Three of Cups, which will mean you'll be celebrating soon. You might meet them on a night out. You might meet them in a social gathering. I don't fucking know. There's many ways you could meet them. You could meet them in some kind of community you're part of. This person won't waste any time in telling you the truth. When you get to know them, you're going to know. You're going to feel the truth. You're going to feel the connection. You're not even going to get your breath with the cards that just come out. So we have a Queen of Wands, a Knight of Wands, and a Page of Wands. So there's going to be, potentially with this new person, it may be a friendship, yes, but there may be a lot of fiery, passionate energy as well. Alchemical energy. Just allow it to unfold as it is. Just let it unfold, because it's coming. Pardon the pun. Yeah, stability. Stability is coming. You'll feel that you can move with this person. You are safe with this person. But femme, you've got to open up your heart space. And I really do say that to all of us, because right now it's understandable you're going to have a bit of a closed heart space with what you've just figured out. I know I do. It's going to take me a little while to work through that. But work through it, I will. I just need to sit with a few different deities and do some meditations with a few different deities and open it up again. And just practice gratitude and practice love and self-love and doing things for me, and really not so much closing myself off from people, but connecting more to self and reflecting on what energy I'm allowing to flow through me at the time. And this is where working with the elements helps you. Like, working with water helps your emotions go with the flow. Working with the earth helps you stay grounded, calm and at peace. Working with air means you're doing breath work, for example, or going outside in wind, blustery weather like I'm probably going to do later. Working with fire means you sat with grandfather fire, reflecting, asking the light to show you and lead you the way. Allowing the fire to burn through the bridges that need to be burnt through in order to build new ones. A bridge is communication. So yeah, there's a lot going on for many of us, and we have to allow that to unfold. Any other messages? Any other messages for this collective who are seeing this, Spirit? I just saw let go. Let go. Just let go. Manifest. Law of attraction. Positive mindset. Regret. Yeah, I'm in that regretful stage, to be honest. I am. It's a process. I can't help it. I'm in that regretful stage. Can't see the wood for the trees. And I'm in this space of, the fuck have I been doing for 9 years? I'm an intelligent woman. What the fuck have I been doing for 9 years? But you have to allow yourself that time, and practice gratitude in the process. Bring yourself to peace. We've got communication here. I'm going to clarify it, and we've got nature. So maybe you are being... interesting. I said connect with the elements, and then nature's come out. So maybe that's what you're being asked to do. Yeah, and then we've got unexpected, surprise, and shock. Or this is interesting. Let's see what this is all about. Clarify manifest, please. Clarify manifest. The star. Healing. Yeah, regrets clarified by the Ace of Cups. You regret giving the love to the wrong person, but never regret the love you gave out, because it will come back to you tenfold. Okay? It will. Clarify peace. King of Pentacles. Yeah, you'll align with your king. It's coming. And they will bring you to peace. They may find you in the Seven of Swords energy. They may find you in that energy, yes. Now, interestingly, communication is clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So, this is you telling yourself, maybe you were someone who initiated communication with that other person as well. That should have told you that they weren't for you, because a true masculine energy is going to come after what they want. When time aligns, they're going to come after you. Four of Swords. Yeah, you need to get out in nature and heal. Clarify the unexpected and shock. The Seven of Cups. All right, tell me more. Six of Swords. Yeah, you're going to feel at peace. You're going to feel at peace. You're going to feel safe. King of Swords. Someone's going to be very, very direct with you here. Whoever this is. They're going to be very direct. Eight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Now, that could be somebody that you see it not ever ending with. Whereas with the other person, you always knew there was an ending in sight. It was always a case of the end is nigh, you know? The World, yeah. Just remember that this needs to be open. You can't align with anybody properly in the way you want until this is open. We've got the Knight of Wands. So find your passions. Find what makes you happy. Fill your own cup. Miss Empress. Fill your own cup. We also have a Two of Pentacles. This is a balancing act. Don't just give to everybody, because you'll feel deflated like I do right now. But that's not from giving to everybody. That's from giving too much of my energy to one person. And now I'm processing that sadness and that heartbreak of being alone still. You know, I still crave that connection, and I really thought it was with them. And, you know, they don't owe me anything. No one owes you anything, for that matter. No one. Apart from you. You owe you something. You owe your time and energy and love for yourself. But yeah, I've got some work to do. A lot. It's good. I mean, I may be wrong and I can feel my heart's, but 9 of Wands, yeah. I know I've got a lot of work to do to open up my heart space. Because I've been burned quite significantly, I would say, to be honest. And I don't say I've been burned by the universe, because I chose this. I chose this. I chose this journey. I chose to ascend so far, and what I'm grateful for is the beautiful souls I've aligned with along the way. Carly is one of my besties, as you know. Fifi, Faye, Jess. And then there's the beautiful clients I've aligned with. There's so many people I could mention right now, but I'd be here all day. You know, I know who my real ones are, and you do. That's the other way you know you're dealing with a karmic, because karmic people come into your life to test you as well, because the universe is like, well, you're not fucking learning from this person here, so we're going to bring in other people that you need to balance out some karma with and learn lessons from, that this person can't teach you because we're not letting them anywhere fucking near you. I often said to the universe, why have I not been able to see this guy for like over 3 years now? Why have I not been able to see him? Because you're being protected, my dear. Protection is redirection. Would I want to see him again now? No. Absolutely fucking not. No. But I do wish him well. And the cords have been cut, and that's that. But obviously you knew I was going to document this to you. You knew I was going to tell you about it. And you knew that it's hard. It's hard. What else does this beautiful collective need to know, please? Grasshopper. So this is taking a leap of faith in something. This is moving on. Could be prosperity as well, but it's also the change in direction that obviously so many of us are going through right now. We've got waterfall, woman, and tower as well. Well, yeah, I've gone through a fucking... I wouldn't say I've gone through a tower. I would say I've gone through a cyclone, a tornado, a tsunami. Anything else Mother Nature wishes to bless us with? I ain't just gone through a fucking storm, let's put it that way. We've got the Fool and neither of you, and we've got Cardinal the First. So, you know, start of a season. You're in a new portal now. You're in a new portal. You're in a new energy of power. Yeah. The Hierophant is here as well, which I feel is more about Taurus season, to be honest. And you are going to be in a place where you have a beautiful... You're going to be happy in life. It's just you've had to go through this. And it sucks a donkey's backside, if I'm honest with you. There's a lot of sorrow here to overcome. There's a lot of feeling, why wasn't I good enough for that person? Why didn't they pick me? And it's hard. Like, I've questioned it many times. I was like, I'm a loving person. I'm a good person. Why is this person not picking me? Do you know why? Because I wasn't loving myself enough. And neither were you. If you were not loving yourself enough, this has been one big fucking lesson to love yourself. So that when the new person comes in, it's pretty much all systems go with a degree. Yeah, you got that passionate energy. But a Knight of Wands can lead to so much more. Because we've got the King of Wands there. And, you know, you will meet someone else. You will. You will align with someone else when it's meant to be. Like, obviously, this is a love reading, 2 of Cups. You'll have your 2 of Cups. You'll have this beautiful, successful, loving person with the King of Cups here and the 6 of Wands. You will have that. But you've got to unlock your heart. See how he's wearing green? This is a block directly over the heart chakra. Yeah? You will not have this. You will not have this until you open up this. So open up your heart. I know it's easier said than done because I'm sat here going, fuck that shit. No, I've just been burned when I open up my heart. When I've given it to men in the past, it's just been trampled on. No, we're not doing that again. But honestly, if you can just trust and have that faith in the divine plan, it will unfold how it's supposed to. I promise you it will, even though I'm feeling very defeated with the whole situation right now. And if any of you need to talk about it, feel free to message me or book a 15-minute discovery call if we've not worked together before. You know, we can do that, no problem. You have to understand that you're not alone with this. You are not alone. And that was something I was told yesterday. You're not alone. Don't think you're alone with this, because you're not. You know, there are people who can help you through this, which is wonderful to be told that, to be honest, because it's such an isolating journey. And for me, dealing with limerence all this time, I feel very isolated at the moment. But I know there's people around me who I can trust. It's just, until I open up that heart space, I'm going to be closed off a little bit at the minute, because it just feels safer for me to retreat and reflect. And I need to work through that in my own pace. And I think a lot of us will be in that position. But I know with the winds again, my sacral's just digged into me then. That was weird. Like this real sort of feeling in my sacral. But I've created space now to create amazing things. But I've got to give myself this time, and I think all of us have to give ourselves time to process what we thought we wanted and who we thought we wanted. Because for so many of you, that has now changed. And if it hasn't, it will be doing in the spring. You are not going to go another season thinking that that person is your person when they're fucking not. I promise you. The divine won't let you. And when you do align with Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, instead of Mr. or Mrs. Right now, you're going to know quite quickly. And the person will make you aware that they have interest in you in some capacity quite quickly. And you're going to feel safe with them. That's how you'll know as well. You'll feel safe. You'll feel seen. You'll feel understood. You'll feel some kind of love from that person. You know, whether it's platonic love at first or what, it doesn't matter. It's going to start in an energy of you feel seen and heard and understood and safe. And yes, we've had to learn to make ourselves safe from being in fight or fight mode for so many years. Myself particularly has been in survivor mode for a long fucking time, to be honest. More than I care to admit. And each time I thought I was coming out of it, it was confirmed to me yesterday, I've been in survivor mode most of my life. And while I can live on my own, I can sufficiently support myself, I know that I want that connection. I know that I want that love. And I know that I deserve that. And so do all of you watching this. So yeah, if you'd like to work with me, I will get you to a higher timeline. Because I can promise you now, we're only ever going to keep ascending. We're not going to go backwards. Once we've let go of that person, they were blocking our gifts in many ways. And once you let them go and have a cord cut in my case, or in many people's cases, I don't know. But once you let them go, you will align with so much good magic. You just can't see it yet. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I hope this helps. Let me know if you need or require any of my services. Lots of love.